Test, test, test. There we are. Here we go. We're going right now. No time for shout outs. What is going on? We back. Yes, chat. Look at this. Look, tell me, are we not looking at real life right now? Is this not real life or what? My goodness, look at this. Right where we left off, Marble Canyon, Lima 41. Oh, gosh dang it. Lima 41. Oh, my goodness. Totally just screwed up. Lima 41, though, the scenery is just insanity. I mean, just real life. I mean, look at the rocks back there, the Duke in the foreground, ready to rock and roll. So I don't know how much time we actually have. So we're going to get right into it. We're going to just kind of do our little walk around here. But here she is, the Turbine Duke. Now, this airplane we haven't flown nearly enough. We need to fly. We're doing our 2-a-day Americas in the piston. But every now and then, I need my PT6 fix. And between this or the Starship, and oh boy, I do love the Starship. But I just had to get back in the Duke because we haven't been in the Duke in so long. Starship next, though, I promise. Now, what's going to happen, I believe, after speaking with Nick, like we'll be able to do all the cool Starship-y things with the Dukes once they finally get fully updated. So right now, we can't pull our plugs out and do all that stuff or chocks. We have to do it via the EFB right now just because it's technically not even officially supported in 2024. But it just looks so good. I mean, look at that. That is a light GA airplane if I've ever seen one, right? Full flap, wing nut. Yeah, my first solo, dude. I did my first solo in this 7 hours. Private pilot, man. Yeah, this is light GA. So I love it. This is light GA for me, man, and I just freaking love it. I mean, I know it's a little bit more light GA because it's pretty hardcore Royal Turbine, but this is, I mean, modified by Rocket Engineering, kind of like Allen Engineering. Every time I see Rocket Engineering, I think of Allen Engineering. But we do have the little duplicate bug here. That's because dynamic regs don't work in 2024, and this is just an old livery that I had that I like this livery because of the blue on the turbine or on the top of the PT6 here. So didn't it just look so delicious? I love this airplane. Boris Audio Works, sounds turned up to 11. Let's go ahead and close the doors on this aircraft. We'll open the window and we'll get things booted up right away. So let's come over here. We're rocking the GNS 530. We'll pull chocks, covers, and covers. We will close the cabin door. Our fuel is 75, 150 gallons. We got just 1,000 pounds, 5 people actually on board. 100 pounds of cargo. We're still 500 pounds below max takeoff weight. We're going to rip up to 18,000 feet. Actually, we're going to go 17.5 for VFR traffic. So we'll go ahead and pull that. Get the nose down here like that. Dynamic registration of Apollo. So in 2020, what you could do is you could set your whatever registration you wanted, and you could move it anywhere on the tail. And right now, it's bugged in 2024 to my understanding. So you have to have a non-dynamic registration livery, or else sometimes you get these things here, this doubled up of the N number. But anyway, we have to fly the Duke. I've been missing it so much. So let's fire it up and enjoy it. Revenge of the Duke head, says Vaughn. Yes, indeed. So what we will do, we'll go ahead and pull the stops. We are going to verify we are idle on forward cutoff. We haven't booted up in a while, but I got all my views rebound. So with that, I'm going to hide the yoke. Let's go ahead and turn the battery master switch on. I'll make sure the sounds are turned all the way up because it's too dang good. And what we're going to do, we only have a three waypoint flight plan, just 3 VORs. So what we're doing here, I've got us loaded up on the default map. We're going page, cones, and then HBU into its, I forget the name of it, like Cowboy County or something. It's 0 Charlie Oscar 2. I don't know how long time we have. We're going to try to get going as fast as we can. If we have to divert somewhere closer, we will. A little bit of radar return there, but I think we're pretty much going to be set to go VFR. So we'll make sure we are in the idle position. Yep, so we are idle, forward, and cut off. We'll get the navigation light on. We'll get the beacon light on. Fuel selectors are on both. Everything looks good. Panel lights not required. Hide this yoke. All of our circuit breaker panels look good. And we will open up the oil doors on the ground, left and right. Once those get open, we will commence the ignition start sequence. We'll do a magic barrel ref. I'm going to set 17,500 right now. 17, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is set. Wait for those oil doors to fully open. 17.5 at Apollo. That's as far as you can go. Above 17.5, 18,000 feet is considered flight level 180. and that is as high as you can't go to 180 unless you're on an IFR flight plan. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to start engine number 1 first, just for maximum juice since it's right here by the window. So shh, enjoy the startup sounds. Here we go. So we'll go ignition on, starter. Rotation. There is no low idle, it's high idle only. Motor it up here, 18.2, 18.3, fuel. Light off. ITT rise, 747 on the ITT. NG's coming up, hand on the starter. NG 50%, starter off. ITT's rolled back. Go ignition off. Engine stabilized. Inverter. Generator 1 on. We got a good start on number 1. Volts, amps, check. We got 20 systems built clock, so we're good. Oh, do I not have my overhead? Oh, no, yeah, I don't have overhead. If this is a light GA plane, it's a pistol. Well, according to you, Wingnut. Hold on, we're going to fire up number 2 here because it's so dang loud. Hold on. I'm going to get the camera in position. And we're going to fire up number 2 here before we get the avionics on. So here we go. Ignition. Starter on. Golly, come on. All right, I know it's super loud. Starter cut off. Ignition off, generators on. Let's close the door. All right. Let's close it up. Let's get our noise canceling headphones on now. But I just had, that's just the best part. It's so good. Let's get the avionics master switch on. We'll do a little after start flow. Those are open. We'll get the ice deflectors on too here on the ground. No need for panel lighting coming over here. Let's go ahead and get the blower on. Decrease the temp. Let's get some cabin air going here because it is pilot air, defrost air. We'll pull that open a little bit. 17.5 is what we'll set here. 17.5. We'll actually set 500 above. We'll call it 18,000 feet. Actually, I think it's 1,000 above, right? So we will set 18.5, which will be a 6,000 foot cabin. Normal is in norm. Pressurization air is off. Blower is on. Vent blower's coming to high because it's toasty. Trying to cool the cabin down 88 degrees. Get the GPS aligned here. That's coming to life. Everything else, we get the automatic pitch trim. Trims are set for takeoff. 1, 2, 3, and neutral. Yep, trims are neutral. That looks good. Duke's in the house, man. Come on, full flap. You're telling me that you don't like that startup. I gotta reset this cockpit view here. Give me a second. All right, we're gonna do a little reset of said cockpit view here. That's what I want right there. Now the visibility is notably less in the Duke. That is for sure. All right, flight plan page. Let's go ahead and do a quick one here. Let's go Lima 41. And then Papa Golf Alpha. Southwest USA. And then it's Cones, Echo Tango Lima. And then off of Cones, it's Hotel Bravo Uniform. HBU, Blue Mesa, enter Southwest, and then our destination of 0 Charlie Oscar 2. Buckhorn Ranch. Home of the cowboy hats. Buckhorn Ranch, GPS is coming to life. Nav page 1. Zoom you out a little bit. Actually, you know what? Let's go to nav page 2. That looks good. We'll get the transponder on. Squawk altitude when it's ready. Let's go ahead and start taxiing to Z runway. Jacob, 21 months. Thank you for the support, dude. What did Wingman say? PT6 belong on King Airs? Dude, about to get you banned. All right, brakes released. Taxi lights on. Let's go ahead and make our way out to the runway here. Oh, Tango Kilo. You need to go back and watch the startup, my friend. Look at this scenery coming out of here. All right, checking our taxi. We got the turn coordinators moving, balls opposite direction of the turn. Flight controls, they are free and correcto. That's looking good. Now, if I take a look here at our informations, we got a 3-knot headwind or tailwind, depending which way we blast off. I tell you what, we could just blast off on runway 21. That's only a 3-knot tailwind. Let's just do that. We'll blast off of 3-1. And then, actually, you know what? That's a short runway. Let's go down there and do a 180 on the runway. Short runway. 40 Gumbel. Jeez. We'll come up here. We'll get up here. We'll do a couple run-up checks. We'll spin her around. Matter of fact, we could probably do some testing here while we're on the ground. Runway, that's a little narrow. Let's just get up here. We'll do a quick, we'll do some quick run-up checks on here. I used to be able to do this on the taxi out, but I'm rusty. I'm rusty. Asphalt could actually melt tires. It's likely so hot, probably, man. What is our OAT right now? There's our OAT gauge in this lovely thing. It is 25-27C. So we do have our inert steps open because I am concerned about the types of fog, perhaps. Shaco Meal, what's up, man? Dude, we're at Lima 41, dude. This is nothing. This is anything but BFE. Look at this scenery, dude. Look at this. Lima 41, Marble Canyon Airstrip. Oh, so there's the actual runway. You know what? The windsock is showing. Let's just blast off from right here. The windsock is showing this direction, so we'll go ahead and set the brakes. And let's do a couple of different things here. We don't know. Well, maybe we should do some de-ice potential. We'll run these up here. (1500 RPM). Prop sync, or excuse me, prop feather check. Windshield heat test, and cycle the boots, manual leg. There's the PSI pressure up into the green over here on the right. There's the ribs on the left side and on the right side. I don't think we're going to be needing any of those. That is set. We'll skip the overspeed test. Actually, we could try it. So if I remember, press this, and then we move the power up. I forget how to test it. Is it 1800 RPM? Oh, it's left prop only. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, left prop only. Yep, I can see it. I forgot. I gotta kind of bring these back. Right prop. Drops the prop lever. 2050 RPM, number 2, yep, release it, there it goes. We got 2 good prop governor tests. That's coming back to full forward. We're coming back down. Oh, panel light. What was that? Did we just pop the circuit breaker? Did you hear that? Chat. We just popped the circuit breaker. The pilot instrument light panel just went out. We just popped a circuit breaker. Hold on. Push you back in. We get one resets for free. One resets for free. Panel light. There it goes. Freaking. We just popped the breaker. Where's Wingnet at telling me this isn't study level simulation? All right, so we're going with an in-op panel light on the pilot side. That's fine. That means we got to get down there before it gets dark. So let's go ahead and blast off. We're going to attempt a short field takeoff out of here. We'll go flaps for takeoff position because we're going to be using, it's kind of hot and we're using our ice deflectors. So we're going to get all of that set right now. The blower will come off for takeoff. And we'll put you on altitude. We're squawking 1200. All right. We all ready to go? Let's go ahead and get our hot 5 and blast out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it, right? I guess that's it. 4. It's not a King Air. Just have the hot 5. So we got 4. Wing lights, stay off landing lights coming on. Beacon and recce, strobe and nav are set. Pitch trim is good. For flaps takeoff in the Duke, I felt like I like to run this towards the forward edge of the green band. There we go. There we go. Do ice deflectors prevent induction icing? The ice deflectors, yes, and FOD. So what's really cool is, let me show you real quick before we blast off. If I look at the left engine, for example, our FOD intensity is right now, it's only 4% because we're on the runway. Type of FOD right now is potential of rock, but I've got my inert SEP on here. You can see that it has been deployed. Any hard particulates coming in here would be deflected and then shot out without. Yeah, it's exactly like an inertial separator. I still call them inert SEPs. Matter of fact, it's called an inertial separator on this right here. So we're all set to go. We'll go ahead and put you back over on that page, hide that. Let's send it, Nabil. I'm ready. We'll spin our heading bugs around here. 210, 17.5, and actually on en route course is going to be direct track 042, which I love that I can manipulate all these with the Bravo really easy. 042 is set, heading is set, Yoga's in chat. Let's go ripping on the way to Colorado. Here we go. Hold the brakes. Now we're going to be either torque or temp limited here. Let's go. Oh shoot, the brakes are still set. Oh yeah, we're going now. 1200 on the torque. It's fine. 1220. Keep it just off the red line. Temps are good. Airspeed's alive. 280 knots. Listen to those wheels accelerate. Oh yeah, beautiful. Through 100, positive rate, gear up, fly with. Climbing like a banshee right now. No runway remaining, flaps up. Trim for that flap retraction. Gosh, I love the freaking Duke, man. Lower that nose, we're looking for a blue line climb out. Alright, there's 120, let's keep it climbing. Alright, let's make our left turn. Look at this, 4,000 feet a minute, man. Alright. Gears up, ignition coming off. It should have been on auto anyway. I missed that. Let's keep it up. Flaps up. Let's go. Blower auto cool is set. Climbing like a homesick angel, man. Well, they don't call it rocket engineering for nothing, dude. Slap a couple PT6s on a Duke. Look at the see the gauges in the as the light changes. That's what I'm talking about when we were flying the A2A. Like it's the 828 felt flat panel. This, I feel like the panel just pops out at you, you know? All right, watch those temps. Let's go ahead and bring power back. Let's go ahead and come back about 1100. Let's go ahead and bring the props down off the governors here. Let's go 2000. 2000, 1100 is set. Look at that, 140-ish should be fine on the climb out now. All right, let's go ahead and the ice deflectors off. Oil doors will stay open. Cabin is climbing. We'll just stay on this heading, kind of intercept where we want to be. Man, we're gonna have to fly back Lima 41. You can see now I got the air conditioner on. The scoop is up. There is no yaw damper, right? Yeah, no yaw damper. Just a little bit choppy. Migs, oh no, excuse me, Thrustset. Mr. Thrustset himself dropping the 10 gifted subs. Thank you, Thrustset, man. Very, very kind. Appreciate you, Thrustset. I'd be concerned with the cost of those engines. Yeah, it's only like a mil. What is the PT6 overhaul? Someone look it up. They are not cheap to maintain, dude. Well, in perspective. Listen, if you have a Turbine Duke, you probably could afford the maintenance on them. 500K to $1 million for a 1 PT6 overhaul, yeah. So if you over-temp them, it's just a cool $750,000 mistake. Not recommended. All right, I'm going to turn my noise canceling on here. I'm going to turn the sim sounds down a little bit here, about 40%. All right, we're climbing out 12,000. Let's go ahead and trim out for speed now. Let's go ahead and a little trim down. Maybe get up there about 160-ish. Trim her down. Let's double check our cabin. Yep, that's climbing, diff is moving. 72 in the cabin's beautiful, man, beautiful. Temp 762, 1100 on the torques, 2000 on the RPMs. Hello from my Tesla. Oh my gosh, I love Marble Canyon. There is some good scenery in FSTO. Wrong side, dude. Forget that, dude. Default, bro. Default Marble Canyon has been insane. I don't know why I've never flown back there. I haven't flown there before in the sim. I don't think it was that good in 2020. Here's Page Airport. I did some touch and goes there in a Citation 2 one time. Oh, look, we got the dam off the left-hand side. Look at that. I'll stick to my DA 4042, the flying lawnmower. Good to see you, Shaq. Mix, Lima 41 greater than Alpha 7 Zulu Zulu. Thanks for the 2 Canadian, dude. Yes, indeed. I will agree with you there, Migs, that Lima 41 definitely has the juice over Alpha 7 Zulu Zulu. No questions, man. No question asked. I'm trying to get a view of the dam down there. If you could only have one, Grand Duke or Turbine. Oh my gosh. Are you talking like SimWorld for you? I don't know, dude. I love the Turbine, but I also love the Grand Duke a ton. It just depends, man. It just depends on what you want to fly. I mean, I will say this. The Piston Duke does require more management. It's a little bit more hands-on. All right, so it's definitely a little more hands-on with the Piston Duke. So if you want more to do, the Piston or Grand Duke, because if you buy the Piston, you actually get 2. You get the straight Duke, and then you get the Grand Duke with the winglets. So keep that in mind. But if you want something that's more forgiving and you just want to have enough performance to go wherever you want to go, whenever you want to go there with as many passengers as you want to carry, then the Turbine Duke is your baby. Daffins, right now we're pretty much maxed out on Ultra in 2024. Pretty much Ultra everything for GA flying. Maybe like, I think it's a 300 T-Lod and like a 190 level of detail. There's 1,000 a level off. We're just going to keep hand flying there. The turbine sounds are more, I mean, well, they are great, dude, but the piston sounds are also epic. So it's hard to decide. I got up at an ungodly hour to watch Default Juice. 3 greens. What's going on, bud? What is going on, my man? Maybe we would just keep it on. Should we stay at 17.5? I guess we'll stay at 17.5. Alright, we'll level off here. Man, look at that beautiful transition. And then we'll get the autopilot again. Now, this is what I was talking about, like little quality of life things here. Look at this. So this is a click spot. We're going to go heading. Altitude hold is on. And we'll nav it up here in a minute. 055 is the course. So we'll come a little bit to the left. Do a Magic Barrel ref update, 3007. Thank you for another 5 Canadian MiGs. That reminds me, what's ET for the next 2-day Americans? You know I'm sucking for Barry shenanigans. Oh, thank you, MiGs. Appreciate the support, man. Well, dude, I don't know. Maybe... Well, it won't be Sunday. And it probably won't be Saturday. And it's probably not going to be until next week, man. Probably not going to be until next week. So now here's the problem with the Turbine Duke. We're actually a little bit slow. They're slower than the Piston Duke. So we'll stay at 17.5 here for a minute. It's actually getting cold in the cabin. Wow, look at that. Trying to warm it up here a little bit. Thank you, Mix. Appreciate the 5 Canadian. Yeah, I wish I had a better answer for you, man. Come back to 1900. We're only going to get about a 260 ground speed-ish here, I think. We're not on a network, so we might as well just rip it all the way up. Huh? We'll stay here over the lake, and then we'll climb up. Let's get our landing lights, taxi lights, just beacon, strobe, and nav. Try to get the cabin warmed up a little bit here. And we're cruise. We'll close the oil cooler doors. You can see air conditioning on. Look, lower low. Just go to lower. Grand Duke has more range than Turbine, though. Does it have more range? Probably. I actually don't know what the max range is. There's oil cooler door lights closed. Did a Grand Duke flight the other day? Just can't beat Black Square J offerings? I agree, man. I agree, Dylan. You can't beat them, dude. Let's see. We'll go auto heat. Try to warm up the cabin. It got cool quick. So 264 on the ground speed here. Cones is 33 minutes out. That's too far. That's too long. Let's go up. What's the service ceiling on the Duke? Is it 30? Let's go to 30. Let's do it with the autopilot. So I'm going to go attitude hold, pitch up, running up my props, running up the torque, be mindful of the ITT. Ceiling is 28 in the turbine? Really? All right. So 28 is set. Let's adjust pressurization. We're going to see if we can't get a better ground speed here at 28. So we'll set 29 thou, which will be at about an 11,000 foot cabin. We should probably open oil cooler doors as we climb up here, get power on. 300 is the piston. That's right, it's slightly lower. Surface ceiling is your imagination. Props low a tad, too low, too loud. Here, I'll turn them down a little bit more. My noise canceling. All right, watching those temps. 750 ITT in the climb. Keep it there just off the yellow. Up we go. Look at this, though. I don't know, man. I love the way the Duke looks, the way the... Hold on. Reset my camera. Wingnut says PT6s belong on King Airs. I don't know, man. PT6s in general are just the best. Alright, so we're coming up on the temp limit. Viewer, what's the average FPS you get in the sim? Man, I really don't know, to be honest with you. I never look. As long as it's smooth, I don't care. So, I never look. I don't, because I feel like I'm the type of person, once I get looking at, frames, I'll just, like, I get too obsessed with it, and I'm like, oh, why did my frames drop 5 FPS? When in reality, if you're not tracking it and you're experiencing a smooth simulation, who cares? So, that's my mentality about it. Oh, wow, that does look good down there. Arizona and Utah, man. Avante P18 has PT6s will do circles around a King Air. Yeah, but it also is ugly AF. PT6 and Starship even better. I know. I gotta do another Starship flight. There's just, dude, I don't have enough time in a day, man. I don't have enough time in a day to fly all these airplanes. PT6 belongs in front of my Cessna 172 because sometimes you need to tickle V&E and vertical climb. Could you imagine? Yeah, virtual flight diaries. The PT6 Bonanza. I'm very interested in that. I'm very interested in the PT6 Bonanza. Dude, just black square anything, man. Approaching VNAV profile. Nah, we're not. Matter of fact, it's pretty much a straight line. If we go from Cones direct to Blue Mesa, 48. All right, cool. Direct track 056. I'm pretty much on it right now. We're still nabbing. At a 20,000. We're at 18 a long time ago. Magic Barrel Ref is set 29 or 9 or 2. Try to warm it up here a little bit. PT6 DC3 though? Yeah. The bill, dude. Lima 41, man. That's where you need to go. Lima 41 to bill. The rock face and everything there is just so well done. It looked like a real photograph. Ooh, Flight FX. Yeah, Flight FX 145. I want the Flight FX Citation 10. Where's the Citation 10 been at, guys? Hold on. Oh my gosh, a Metroliner by Black Squirrel would be awesome too, yeah. We haven't had a good Metroliner since FSX. Does this still hold the GA top spot, or is the Starship beating it in gold medal? Ah, MiGs. I will default to the Starship as the #1 prop in the sim because it's native for 2024, and you've got all that you've got all the little fixins for it, right? You've got the walk around mode, spin the props, pull your covers. It's got all those little additional details because it's in 2024. Now, when the Dukes get their final upgrade to 2024, that'll be a tough one. That one will just come down to personal preference. But the Starship has got a little bit more going on. There's a little bit more to manage, a little bit more systems to deal with. I mean, the Duke is very straightforward, but what I love about it is, I mean, I don't know what's not simulated in the Duke. I think every single thing is simulated in this Duke. I mean, how many circuit breakers can we pull? Let's go where everything's fine. Let's look at this circuit breaker panel. If I were to mess around, let's see if we can find non-poolable circuit breakers. These are all poolable. That one's popped. Okay, every single circuit breaker on that panel was functioning. Every single circuit breaker on this panel is functioning. Honest, over voltage circuit breaker. Every single circuit breaker on that panel is functioning. I don't know what's not simulated in the Duke, dude. I mean, I mean, I'll say the same about the Starship. I just haven't been in it in a minute. They're just such amazing airplanes. Such amazing airplanes. Let's get up here a little bit more. Maybe 870. 750 on the temps. We'll go up here 2100 RPM. We're in rental car mode. Who's doing a Metroliner? Wait, someone's doing a Metroliner? For real? Tender, they do, man, yeah. .870 torque, 750 ITT, NG's at 101%. We're 2120 aside on the prop. We're still doing 1,000 feet a minute. We'll do a task check here. So outside air temp is minus, let's see, C's on the inside, right? So minus 20 out of 23. So let me put 24,000 feet up here. Now, the Starship does this automatically for you. So there's 30, 20. We're doing 240 tasks right now. Oh, Citation X is coming 10th of July. Is that the official release date? VATSIM Chicago Center still owes me a Cessna 750. Hopefully they'll follow through next weekend. Really? Did you win you won a Citation, Joe Planes? I red-light my Turbine Dukes all the time and climb, 0 issues. It's because the PT6 is GOAT, man. PT6 is goated. I think we can go above 750 for less than 30 minutes. It's just yellow. Let's go 900 torque. Actually, 760 might be the yellow line there. Like I said, if you own a Turbine Duke, you probably don't, if you have to do maintenance on it, it's probably just another write-off for you. We'll squawk 2,000 since technically we're in IFR airspace. How come the artificial horizon has no glass over it? What do you mean? It does. It does. It's just nice and clean, Jeremy. You see how nice scratch marks? That's what I'm talking. Like the A2A. Like look at the glass. They're nice, crisp, clear glass faces when you look head on. That's how they look in real life. You don't have those hazy, cloudy FSX looking things. I won the competition last year. The prize was a FlightFX product, and they approved my credits for the Citation. Dude, Joe Planes, that's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. Speed Freak, if you need hit me up, I work at school, which does a 227 Metroliner. Nice. Nice, man. I actually just watched I just watched a Metroliner swear engine video yesterday for I don't know, not Keyline, operated by Keyline, but it was a little EAS service out of Fenix to Pueblo, I think. Which one of you watched that on YouTube? Made me watch it. Got it in my suggestion feed. Royal Turbine. Love it. I love this airplane so much that I actually started looking at cost to own. And then I quickly realized, way above my pay grade. 8320 Simpot, what's up, man? One of the Cali crew guys flies the Metroliner in Mexico for a missionary thing. Oh, very cool, Zippy. I used to know Metro guys flying for Keyline. There's a couple guys in my class. I was ready, man. I was getting ready to go to train. That's why I went to my cargo operator, because I wanted to fly the Metro. That was plan A. It's like, I got to fly a Metroliner, man. And then by the time the run came available, started training, and I was like, get me the heck out of here. So I didn't even do a sim session on it. But I think I still have my Metroliner materials, like books and stuff that I was given for training. I rode around on the jump seat numerous times. Eddie, what's up, man? Sorry, missed the last stream. No worries, man. Just off work at Chick-fil-A. What's your consensus of the first update? Tyler, Charlotte, it still needs work, man. It's just to me, it just feels kind of like an early access airplane right now. So it's got some gremlins going on in it. They're making progress, though. They're making progress. It just got some early access gremlins going on. Did you see the Metroliner that had a midair with the Cirrus and still landed fine? Happened in Centennial a few years. I think I did, Michael. I think I did, yeah. But didn't the Cirrus crash and burn, or did that survive with the chute? I forget. I do. That does sound familiar, though. All right, 1,000 to level off. There's our altitude alert. .762 on the temps now. We're looking good. Al W. What's up, my man? Hope you have a wonderful 4th of July tomorrow. Get that smoker fired up. Speaking of, I think I'm going fishing in the morning, practicing for the tour. My buddy just called me. Don't know if I'm going tomorrow or Saturday. We're looking at the weather. The Cirrus had the parachute, if I recall correctly. Yeah, so they survived with the parachute deployment. That's good. Man, I need to become best friends with somebody who has a Duke. There's not many. I can't imagine there's many of them flying around. Let alone a Turbine Duke. I'd probably, you know what? I'd actually be scared, if I'm being completely honest with you, to get in a Turbine Duke. I'd be afraid the wing's gonna fall off. There's Beechcraft though. They're normally pretty good. I think I'd prefer getting in a regular Duke. Alright, here comes 28,000 feet. We're leveled off nice and smooth. Beautiful. We'll let the airspeed build up here. We'll reset our task checker. So it is now minus 30 at 28. So we will set 28,000 feet below the minus 30, which is right there. We're doing 270 tasks and increasing. Got 282 on the ground speed. Still draining that fuel. 34 side. Duke or King Air? Give me a King Air. Hey, give me a King Air. Which one, Nabil? Yeah, give me a King Air. Give me a King Air over a Duke. If I could pick. Got the recliner service and ready for a lazy 4th. Sounds good, man. Dylan, I have not flown any GA in any recent years, man. I have not. Alright, we'll see where the airspeed settles off at. We're right there on the limit of our ITTs. Let's bring our props back. Let's come back to like 1900. Nice quiet cruise. .296 on the ground speed. Nice. Migs, thank you for a super chat, $5 super chat, man. The exciting news is that you're now another $5 closer to owning a Duke. $5 closer, Migs. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. I can afford to push the circuit breaker in with $5. Thank you, Migs. Appreciate the support, man. Hope you're liking the Duke flying. Sync my props here. Alright, prop synced. Power set 758 aside. Still burning a ton of gas. I love it though. The cabin is a cool 67 degrees there. Try to warm it up a hair. Alright, 28 minutes out. Then we got to start planning our... We're going to be a chop and drop descent on this. This will be 100% chopping and dropping descent because of the terrain. So we're going to brief that here in a minute. Let me turn the sound down a little bit. Simbit World Official. Hey, what's up, man? Dropping 5 gifted subs to the channel. Thank you, Simbit World. I appreciate you. Thank you for sending 5 subs my way to the V1 Nation. Very, very kind. Pull a random circuit breaker every sub. Great thing about flight sims, you don't have to buy gas. That is true, KW. Speaking of, I guess we might be able to manage pulling one circuit breaker. Oh, let's close our oil cooler doors. What can we pull that's not going to mess with anything? What do you want me to pull? I want to pull autopilot, stall engine, aux pump. What if we lose the wing pump? Master caution. Oh, oil cooler door closed. And if we look... Yeah, look, the wing tank pump is off. If I turn it on, I got nothing. I got no wing fuel, so now it's strictly gravity feeding. So I could run the aux pump. I would be running the aux pump on that. See that? I think they're supposed to stay off. Or they're supposed to be wing pumps on in cruise. I'm not sure. Probably on in cruise, right? So now I'll put the circuit breaker back in. And look at the wing pump spools up. Love it. I'll run wing pumps up here at 28 thou. Love it. 26 minutes out. Al W. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the $5 super chat. It says, just remember, it's a white straw or white felt this time of year. Oh, dude, I'm not wearing felt. You kidding me? Jeez. I'll sticking with the straw for now. I'll put the felt on, like, December. Maybe. November. Tyson, what's up, man? Joining late? Dude, well, you missed an epic PT6 startup. That's all I got. Is there a fuel burn difference between PT6 Duke and King Air? Well, no, it's the same engine. I would imagine the King Air is going to burn a little bit more fuel because it's heavier, right? And the King Airs, depending on which model, like 200, 300, 350, they're going to have bigger engines, bigger PT6s, so they're going to burn more fuel. For sure. I think if I sneeze anywhere near a Duke, I'd somehow cause $5 worth of damage. That's probably about right. Thanks again, Al, for the $5 super chat, man. I appreciate you, sir. Straw hats make your head itch? Yeah, some people do have reactions to them for sure. All right, so we're 25 minutes out. We're 128 from our destination. Now let's look at this real quick here because I've actually never landed in here. And it actually looks like we got some possible radar situation going on up front. Look at that. We're actually getting... so I got my SAT radar. And then I've got the Duke radar here. Yeah, we're painting some weather, chat. That's could be potentially a problem. We could potentially have a problem there. Keep an eye on that. So, this little airport, Buckhorn Ranch. Let's take a look at info. Right now, Buckhorn Ranch, winds are gusty. 230 at 22, gust 29. 10 miles scattered at 10. Peak wind 240 at 29. That was recorded at 2051Z. So, visibility is 8.6. It's VFR. Runway, we want to land on 29. There's no charts or anything. So 29 is what we want to land on. Or excuse me, 21. What did I say? Well, this is where this says 29 and 11, but then I come here and it says 11 and 29. That's weird. Oh no, 11 and 29. I'm losing. I'm losing it, Chad. I'm losing it. So we want to land on 29er. So 29 is going to be this runway, right? Nope, that's 11. I'm all turned around. Yeah, 29. So there's a valley here. We might be able to go HBU and then through this valley to the right. We'll have to stay close. Field elevation is 9, let's just call it 9,000 feet. Call it 9,000 feet. What do you think about PC specs? 24, 1440p Intel Core i7 GeForce 5060 Ti. Joshy, I'm not the guy to ask for that, man. I'll tell you this, though. Whatever graphics card you can get the one that's got the most VRAM available for 2024. Wherever you can, if you can squeeze, you know, if you can squeeze your budget a little bit, go for the GPU that's going to give you the biggest VRAM capacity. Scattered at 10, the field's at 9. Yeah, Joe Plains, we might have a problem. So I didn't want to open up Navigraph, but I think we will. I'll get a little bit of a stutter here. We'll open up our VFR charts. So we'll unload that, new flight. Oh no, I already got it right here. Alright, so VFR sectional. So if we come off of Blue Mesa, basically on the 360, I want to add that to the route. No runways available, add alternate. There's really nothing. Could we shoot an approach to something around here? What is Gunnison? Is there any charge to this? Ooh, chat. We're gonna shoot an ILS to Gunnison, and then we're gonna go VFR. This is it. This is what we gotta do. So we're gonna start setting this up here. Where does this start? Keyser and hold and shoot the approach inbound. So we're going to make some modifications to the flight plan. Let's go ahead and select heading mode. Heading mode selected. And we're going to make some modifications. So flight plan. Oops, I'm going to do that. We're going to do this. It's going to be Kilo Golf Uniform Charlie. Enter. Alright, and then we're going to delete that one for right now. Confirmed. Alright, push cursor back in. Here, procedure, select approach. I hope it's in the box. No, not Lima 41. Wait, what? We're going to change this to Kilo Golf Uniform Charlie. Enter. ILS runway 6. And we need to take it off of Keyser. Is that in there? Yes, Keyser. So we can hold at Keyser. We're going to load that. I know it's for monitoring only. So now we're going to actually go direct to the IA right here. Direct to you. Direct to Keyser. Nav. And it's going to be, same course, 055, basically going straight ahead. So that looks good. 055. Wow, look at the weather situation developing down there. Look at that. There is nothing. Guys, if you're here, please hit the like button. We need 250 likes on the video. Stat. This is the most fun flying you can ever have in the sim. This is epic. Hit the like button so these streams get in the algorithms, because this is going to be a very spicy approach here. What are the winds at KGUK? It doesn't matter because we're not going to land at KGUK. We're going to shoot the approach to get down, and then we're going to go VFR land 29er at our destination. So what we can do, we also have to prep. We're 85 miles out. We're 16 minutes out. Keyser, hold, bottom altitude 1220. Max altitude is 14. That's for traffic. Minimum is 12.2. So we're going to get down to 12.2. Let's do some math. 12 minus 28 is 16 times 3 is 33. Right? Or it'll be 33, 34. Let's call it 35 miles out. At 35 out, well, we can even go further because we can chop and drop. We're going to go about 35-ish miles from Keyser. We're going to chop and drop this sucker. We'll have to be careful of the terrain coming in the Keyser. But we'll get established. I tell you what, let's look at the sectional. there's some high terrain. We got a 14.5 sector altitude and 11.7. So tell you what, we'll stay about 20,000 feet until we get over Keyser, and then we'll chop and drop in the hold at Keyser. We'll, that's what we're gonna do. That is what we're gonna do. Now, how did I get that chart up? How did I do that? There we go. That's what we're gonna do. That'll get us down to 1,000 feet above touchdown, and then we can go VFR. 16 times 3 is 40. 48, thank you. 48. Either way, we want to make sure we get here about get over the top of it. We'll chop and drop. We'll shoot the ILS down to a straight-in minimum of 1031, 8968, which is a 1031. So that's going to be just over 1,000 foot. Rad out. Yeah, look at the weather on our map now too, on our weather radar. Juicy. Je sais. Am I gonna fly the river valley? Yeah, we're gonna shoot the approach. As soon as we break out, we're gonna fly north. That's the plan, Vodka. Yeah, we're gonna fly the river valley. If I look at the old flight planner map here. So K Guck, right? That's where we're at, and we're gonna break out. Hopefully at the airport, or we should see it. We'll make left. We'll stay kind of branch out. We'll go left on the departure leg, and then we'll follow the river up. And basically, it looks like there's a road here. Yeah, there's a river and a road that we're gonna follow all the way up. And then that could, if we just stay on the river, it'll take us all the way to 29. We just have to remember when the river splits, we go right. Yeah, we're about to go over some stuff. I'm hoping, maybe this is just isolated here. We're on top of the weather right now. We're right on top of it. So I'm hoping we'll be able to stay on top and then come off the other side. But I'm trying to get a 310 pilot view right there. Meetings dropping 5 gifted subs, my man. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate you. Another 5 gifted subs. I appreciate the love, man. Thank you, Migs. If you pick up a membership on the Duke stream, that means you have to buy the Dukes too. Imagine a Starship with a GTN 650. Yeah. I think there is a GPS in it, and I think Nick was saying he might actually throw in an option for a GPS. What is the runway length at the arrival airport? Doesn't matter. We're gonna stop. We got a Duke PT6s. When you have a Turbine Duke, you don't need to worry about runway length. It's paved. If it wasn't paved, I'd be more concerned with it. About to get bumpy. Thrust said, I've never been there. I just picked it out on the map, and I'm like, oh, we're going here. We don't need a plan. We don't need a plan. Duke streams equal good vibes. That's right, man. Hold on. What's up, man? Why did my monitor suddenly shift itself vertical? Aerolam. No, man. You're on the vertical stream over there, dude. If you just click on the channel, you can come to the full-size stream. You're on the flight tracker cam over there. Speaking of flight tracker cam, where are we on our... oh, yeah. So I can see us on the map here. ETL. Centers were on when we departed, but... gotta deal with that later. Gunnison, Crested Butte is where we're headed. I guess Grand Junction is there too, but we could always go, if we can't get in for some reason, we can come back and land at Gunnison. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to do that. I'm kind of glad we tested the window heat though now and the icing stuff, because it would be a shame to figure out that stuff didn't work when we need it down there. 301 knots on the ground speed. Love it. If you planned, you would have seen the convective signet. Oh. Joe Plains, don't you have some check to be studying for? Come on, man. Convective shigmet schmigmet. We're definitely flying over a convective segment right now. You can see there on the weather radar. Spicy flight rules. We're SFR. Yeah, I love this aircraft too, man. You could always attempt Aspen. Bill's Mafia, yeah, they are doing an Aero Commander. I saw somebody posted in the Discord that they are working on an Aero Commander. Very cool. And I think that's 2 versions, right? There's like a PT6 version and a piston version by the renders. I think I saw it right. We've taken the Duke into Telluride, man. We've taken it into Telluride. We actually took the Starship in there too, right? All right, so we're 50 miles out, 10 minutes. So the good thing about the PT6, we can chop and drop. So I'm actually just going to maintain. I'm going to maintain this current altitude until we get up to where we need to be, because we're going to be diving down, and I don't want to be diving down over terrain that's IMC and obscured. I was studying right before the stream. I could never miss a Duke stream. All right, Mr. Chicago. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. This is if you struggle on your check ride, just tell the examiner you were watching a Duke stream, and I'm sure they'll excuse you. Because come on, dude, look at that. You can't miss that. Come on, Joe Plains. I freaking love the Dukes. I love the Dukes. John and Martha can wait. Speaking of John and Martha, I got to re-up my CFI, dude. I just got a notification my CFI expires this year. Force Raptor, 20 months. Thank you, man. Did nice. Did Nick give any timeline for next project? The guy's a machine caravan. Eric gonna start. No, man, I haven't heard any timeline stuff. No timeline stuff. But he is a one-man show, so you got to keep that in mind. Now, I don't remember how to hold in nav mode. I think it will hold automatically. I think she's gonna hold automatically. What I can do is we'll set 200. We will trickle down once we get about, well, I guess we could probably start trickling down now. Here's my other thought, is I don't want to be prolonged flight in icing conditions. So staying above it until I know would be safe to dive down is kind of my go-to move here. I could step down right now to 20, maybe 19, 18. But if you look at these tops out here, that's pretty much going to throw us right into icing conditions right out of the gate. So we don't want to do prolonged icing conditions if we can help it. Now, that's the good part about having these PT6s out here. You're going to have plenty of power to run all your ice boots, all your generators. Like, definitely more comfortable holding with turboprops than I would holding with pistons like I did my little Chieftains and my Navajos. They did not like being in the ice. What's your alternate? We don't have an alternate where we're going, my friend. Is the cabin heater not performing well? No, I think we're 63. Why, you cold? There. Are you cold, man? There. Who's cold? Well, we'll get it warmed up for you. Let's go. Let's do this. Turn it all the way up. Turn the heat on. I was just nervous sweating. I was trying not to make it too hot. The heat rolling. It's coming up. All right, 35 miles out. Let's set 20 is set. Attitude mode is engaged. I'm going to bring some power off, and let's go ahead and just start a nice shallow descent here. We're 6 minutes out. 68 degrees. I'll try to get it up to about 70 degrees for you. 72? What temperature would you like? 70 degrees. Try that for right now. It's summer. Anyone flying a Duke would be wearing shorts and a polo at best. Well, you always got to have your leather jacket if you're flying the Duke. You always got to have your leather bomber jacket just in case. All right, down we go. 20 is set. Approaching about 1,000 foot per minute on the descent. We'll reset our cabin altitude as well. We'll start lowering this. We'll set 200 for now, because that's going to be our first step down until we start to bomb it. We want to get the cabin moving, because if we chop and drop, we want the cabin to be moving down. We got a cabin princess on board? Oh, of course, Sippy's apple. Look at that, holding 70 degrees perfectly. Freaking love the Duke. Why do I love the Duke so much, man? It's just so awesome. Could you imagine if Black Square did like a C90 or a King Air 200? I feel like the King Air, for as popular as it is, as popular as the King Air is, I don't care what model, it's been severely neglected in flight sim. Especially the last like really good King Air was the one at X-Plane. What was that called? That was a 350 though. Now the Black Square round gauge King Air is great. I do like it, but I don't know if that that doesn't even exist in 24. So that's a little disappointing. Plus that was a panel, I mean it was more than a panel mod, but it wasn't like Black Square developed it from the ground up, you know, with a custom model and all that. But I'm just kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised that there hasn't been more King Air development. I mean, there's more Airbuses than King Airs. And there's, you know, 5 or 6 different King Air variants you could model. We just haven't really seen them. And they're super popular. I mean, shoot, it may be the most popular turboprop in North America is a King Air. John, does it have some bugs in X-Plane 12? I've often thought about picking it up for X-Plane 12, but I just haven't. Yeah, Flight 1, yeah, Virtual Flight Diaries. Yes, the Flight 1 King Air. The problem with that was a Proline 21, wasn't it? Virtual Flight Diaries. I remember waiting forever, dude, for that one to release. I was so excited when it released. I was checking forums, AvSim, looking at all the updates. I remember when the Flight 1 King Air released. That one was great. All right, here we go. We'll do our descent stuff. So these are coming on. We'll turn on the inert SEPs as well, actually, since we're going down into the icing conditions. Now, I'm not going to turn on any window heat unless I start seeing ice accumulation. Then that'll let me know that I'm definitely in icing conditions. We're 3 minutes out. I think we'll be good here. So let's go ahead and set 12,200. 12,200 is set. We'll be over the top in the hold prior to. So we're looking good. More power's coming back. A little more pitch down coming in. Chop and drop in time. We'll reset pressurization to our next step down. We could probably just set field elevation now, but we're close enough. You just got to be careful. If you use this technique, say, the reverse would be true. If you were just trying to rocket climb out, you would probably want to start messing with your rate. That 10 to 11 o'clock position for the cabin rate is pretty good in most normal scenarios. But if you're going to be doing emergency descent or like a rocket climb, you may outclimb the cabin. And in that case, you want to adjust your rate. Did we hit the record button early? No, not yet. Dylan, I think you're right with that, man. I think too many default King Airs hit the market, and then the devs don't do them. I think you're absolutely right, man. Eddie, what you got, man? Which do you like more, piston or turbine? Bill's Mafia, that's Sophie's choice, dude. I couldn't tell you, man. I love them both equally to death. How's that? I do like managing the piston a lot, Bill's Mafia, because there's a lot going on with the piston. So I do like that aspect, but I'm a huge PT6 sucker. So take your pick. It looks like the weather is pretty accurate, though. We kind of chopped off that convective stuff, and we're actually pretty much in the clear here. We'll stick with the plan, though. because I think I saw a lightning strike out there, and I'm seeing some more convective activity. So we're going to stick with the plan because it's kind of hard to tell with Microsoft weather. I don't want it to reload. What's the master caution? Oh, them opening fully? Probably them opening fully. Yeah, we are getting rocked now. Sounds are coming up. I've actually not done a 530 hold in forever. Let's see how it does here. I'll be ready to intervene in heading mode. Double check the hold entry is left turns in the hold. So yeah, it's just a direct entry right now. I'm ready to intervene. All right, magic barrel ref. 2902 set. Oh, I'm gonna text the wife. All right. Yeah, see, I can see where we're going. Let's just see what happens here in the hold. Let's see if she enters the hold here. And then we need to set up our low 110.5. It's already hard tuned 110.5. Nav 2, I'll put you in Nav 2. Yeah, 110.5 final approach course, 062 degrees. All right, so it's going to hold direct entry. Beautiful. Just go straight down. Oh, I definitely could. I'm going to manually do a hold and a turn in the hold though, just because I want to see it. I want to see it enter this hold. It's kind of neat. Look at that. Beautiful hold entry. Nice direct turn. I can probably see Guck down there somewhere. I think it's right over there. Alright, she's going to hold. I'm going to actually hand fly this around. So I've got control. I'm going to flip the nav. No, 110.5. I'm going to flip the CDI to VLOC and a 062, which is basically set right there. So I'm going to tighten up this turn. We're going to proceed inbound and then proceed with the plan. Now it's hot in here. I told you it's too dang hot, man. Whoever was complaining about the temperature, now it's 90 degrees. I hope you're happy. That's one thing it's hard to judge from your sitting in your desktop chair because you can't feel the temperature changing on you. Fabiano, what's up, my man? Dude, we just did a little hold entry here. I'm cutting it short because we broke out, but I freaking love the Duke, Jeff. I can't get enough of this thing. Oh, Jeff is a legend, though. Well, obviously, we all know he's a legend. But FT Sim, thank you, Jeff. I got it working with the DC-9. Problem is I loaded in the DC-9, and then I wanted to acid wash my eyes out a little bit. So, yeah, I did do a DC-9 flight. But I do have it working, Jeff. Thank you, man. Very, very cool. We do have FT Sim sounds in the DC-9 in 2024. Yeah, I guess I'll go auto cool. You're right, because it is with summertime. Auto cool is set. All right, we're through 11.9. I'm kind of on the slope there, though. We'll join here. Keep our speed up. Keep props at 1900. That's fine. There goes the localizer. DC-9 has been love-hate for you. I didn't realize how bad I wasn't flying the thing. I love the Baby 9 freighter. Yeah, the freighters are nice, dude. Yeah, you were in, what, the Amera USA jet? We were doing a freighter the other night. Amerijet cargo. All right, we'll spin this down to... What was our field elevation? You guys remember? we're pretty much visual. I'll tell you what, because I still want to read the chat. Let's go autopilot on, attitude hold. 9,000. 8,900. Oh, really? That was it? 8,900? Shoot. Let's just set 11. Let's lock in at 11,000 here. And we will we'll high speed our way up the river. And we're well below 10 field elevation. So beacon recog. Get all these lights on. And we'll set our final cabin altitude. We'll just set it 1,000, 10,000. Oh, no. Yeah, for the ranch airport. Thank you, Thrustset. All right, so we're heading in mode. I can see, so there would be our ILS. We're going to follow this river now. And I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and kill the inert seps. Things are looking juicy, man. Things are looking juicy. All right, so now since we don't need this anymore, let's go back to our original plan of action here. I don't like that. I can't see where we're going. It was 0 Charlie Oscar 2. Yep. Oh, 0 Charlie Oscar 2. Hit the wrong button. Oh, now I really screwed it up. Now I really screwed it up. 0 Charlie Oscar 2. Enter. Highlight. Direct to. Activate, activate. Now we're not going to go straight direct because there's terrain. But we are going to fly like so. Watch that speed there, 200 knots. JP with the 5. Thank you, man, for the 5 gifted membership, JP. Appreciate you, dude. Very, very kind. There's 11,000 feet. We're heading altitude hold. We could throw our CDI back in a GPS mode just because it's GPS. And we want to land on 2.9 actually, so I'm going to bug 290 on my CDI needle since we're straight up VFR right now. Thank you, JP. I appreciate you. Someone asked something. Thrustset asked, how would you do ATC communication with tower for what you're doing? You would just let them know heads up early on. Well, actually, I think isn't this uncontrolled? I think GUC is uncontrolled. But if it was a controlled field, you would let them know that you need to shoot the ILS to break out. And once you broke out, you would like to go special VFR or VFR to your destination. Now, if you had air traffic control that close, you'd probably be able to just get vectors. But it's kind of a funky situation. The only time I did this IRL, like shoot and approach to get down, was up actually right in your neck of the woods there, Thrustset, up into Arcata and Eureka. But those are both uncontrolled. So I'd shoot the ILS to Arcata, break out visually. Once I broke out visually, I'd cancel my flight plan, cancel IFR, and then just go VFR. Or if you're going special VFR, then you're going to keep your flight plan until you get on the ground. Just call upwind leg. So we're following the river, and then let's go back to our map. Oh yeah, we're looking good. Actually, yeah, we follow this river right here, and then it's going to split. What do we get in master warning? Oh, jeez. Pop your ears. Freaking pop your ears on that one. Cabin diff went negative. Oh, that's 1,000, not 10,000. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a rookie 250 hour move right there. That's all right. We just blew the cabin. All right, autopilot's coming off. We gotta find this airport. Should be up here somewhere. Let's start trickling down. Left engine ignitions. Let's get our wing pumps are on. That's normal ignition, left, right. It's okay, our ears are bleeding, but the view is great. The view is great, and it's gusty. It's like blowing 30 something down here, isn't it? I thought if we stayed over the river, it's going to pretty much bring us to final, right? If I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to keep us kind of in that white arc. Is that it? I've never been to this airport before, so I guess it's as good as we can chat. Let's see, maybe it's around the bend here? It is Oscar Charlie 02, right? I'm leaking out of my ears. Hey, man. I've actually had that happen. In the real world, it's not fun. With my right ear, never been the same. Inner ear stuff. Not good. Oh, is it right here? Chat. Follow the GPS. Around the bend to the left. Oh, we're still 10 miles out? Oh, yeah. I think this is looking better now. Was the field elevation really 8,900? I don't believe it. Yeah, it is. 9,000 feet. Shoot. So at 10,000, we're 1,000 above. Let's just maintain 10. We're flying up there to rising terrain. We could redirect us here now that we're kind of going straight. Direct enter enter. Someone joined with that name. It was pretty great. We got to go around the river bend here. It's between the two peaks off the nose. So up here. I'm glad the weather broke up because that would have been scary. Yeah, see, this is our river we're following. We're right on track. Right over the road. Beautiful. And then when the river forks, we said we were going to go to the right because that'll pretty much bring you on final. And I think I see the river forking. Oh yeah, we could go OBS and put it on, you're right, let's do that. We're landing 2-9. So 2-9-0, that's the runway reference there. That's kind of what we're looking for. Love that. Tools, baby, tools. Light GA, wingnut, light GA, my friend. Light GA flying here. Need a sport license. Oh my gosh. Turbulence is not good though. I'm still looking for this airport. Alright, we're going to turn to the right. I think it's up here. Alright, we're below 160, below 180 or 175, whatever it is. Flaps approach. That's the ignitions. 120, gears coming down. We're going to run props up 2,000, not quite all the way. I think I see the runway. Yeah, it's right at the base of this hill because we split off to the right. We might land with flaps approach on this because of the gusty winds. Yeah, I see the runway. Pop smoke. Actually, that runway is looking shorter than I thought. Let's go full flap sim. That's the ignition. Watch the speed. I want to really get below red line here if I can't help it. Chat, I forgot to start the recording. I forgot to start the recording. Oh well. We're here now. Plenty of runway. Ooh, easy Tiger, a little bit fast. There she goes. Golly. Jeez. The wind is blowing. Love it. Ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cowboy Ranch. But we're in ground mode. The air conditioner scoop came all the way up. Wrong button. I'm trying to wait for those doors to close. Or open, rather. Up. Idle cutoff. Feather. Ah. They're spooling down. Inverter. Those are all open. Beacon's coming off. Kill that. Battery master. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Engines are still 100%, looking good. Yeah, we do have that failure. Look at that. Pilot and engine instrument lights. We'll leave it busted for right now. We'll leave it busted for right now. Let's go ahead and chalk it. Let's get out of here. That was stressful. That last bit was stressful. Oh my gosh. But we didn't crash. I didn't start the recording because I forgot. I'm kind of glad I didn't. It was a little bit ugly, but man, that was so much fun. If you enjoyed that stream, please do hit the like button. Look at the beautiful mountains behind us, the trees, the sun getting ready to set. If you enjoyed that stream, please do hit the like button, leave a comment. And that's going to wrap us up. I'm not streaming tomorrow. We may or may not do TDA on Saturday. Very CLAV on Saturday. We shall see. I'm going home. I got to start the grill. I got to get some stuff prepped for fishing. And it's going to be 4th of July. So to all my American friends out there, happy Treason Day. And I will talk to y'all on the next one. Thank you all for the support, guys. I know there's lots of super chats, membership gifting, JP, Force Raptor, Migs, Al, W, Simbit World Official, Thrust Set, and Wingnut himself. You guys are all awesome. Thank you for the support. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll catch you on the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy. Don't hold on to the firework too long. On V1.